All right, for more, let's bring in Barron's Investor Circle newsletter editor, Josh Schafer. Okay, Josh, now you got this article. I read your stuff, love talking with you. SpaceX is a buzzy IPO, but buying the first day is a classic investing mistake. You're not Elizabeth Warren, but you're a little bit skeptical here. Make your case.
Yeah, Brian, so it's really just about volatility that you see from an IPO right when shares start trading. That's what I think people should be careful of. If you want to be in this name for the long run, that's totally fine. That's investing. You know, it's a 5-10 year play. There's a lot of futuristic things with SpaceX that could go well. But the data shows an expensive company like SpaceX, a company that's getting a premium valuation on its stock, typically rises a lot in the first day. On average, going back to 1980, it rises 90%. Then you go out 3 years and it actually underperforms the stock market by 50%. Okay. So it doesn't always play out immediately. But again, you think about Meta. Meta was down 30% in the first year it came public. That stock's up over 1,000% since it IPO'd. So it can be a long-term story. I think it's going to be a wild ride if you buy it tomorrow. I mean, it is a rocket company.
Do you have a follow-up before I move on to Anthropic?
No, I mean, it's good. A stat that hit me was SpaceX will trade at 92 times revenue.
Yeah.
The NASDAQ, which it will be listed on, trades on average like 5 to 6 times revenue.
Yes.
So that is a very, when you say expensive stock, yes, that's what you mean.
And a lot of growth is built into that sort of valuation, the expectation for sales. So you have to think, and thinking about what the actual company will do, how can it really impress people over the next year? It becomes a little bit more challenging from a fundamental standpoint.
All right, I'm putting the ball in the tee now, Dagan. You take a big swing.
So, Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei has written another essay calling on governments to tax AI companies to fund universal basic income, writing, quote, "If AI-driven labor displacement ends up being large in magnitude and permanently drives down the demand for labor, it will likely be necessary to go beyond mere incentive programs to long-term income support for a significant fraction of the labor force." Of course, significant fraction is an oxymoron. They're causing panic. He's causing panic, fomenting fear, peddling panic. He's hustling hysteria for his own benefit because they're trying to control regulation. And that will also harm smaller companies that are just getting off the ground.
So here's the thing when you hear anything from these AI CEOs. You have to think about when a corporate executive is speaking, what is their end goal? And when an AI company like Anthropic or OpenAI, they talk about AI taking your jobs, AI is going to take over the world, well, that's in their best interest. They would make more money if AI took over the world and AI took all these jobs. So that's sort of been their angle. They're going with the scare tactic angle, and AI is going to be everywhere. That's not really in the data at this point.
But when you talk about universal basic income, that's government intervention that you're asking for. And here's what I found.
Okay.
Fable.
Here we go.
The new model, Fable. This is in the terms of use for Fable. It essentially says, oh, by the way, if you're trying to use our new model to make other models, we are going to quietly just not do that work. The model's not going to do the work. We have given it instructions to not fulfill your request. It will tell you it's doing the work, but in essence will be doing it incorrectly. That is super toxic. And it's, if you go through, it's basically Anthropic is polluting its own product in the off chance that someone tries to make use of it to create a better frontier model than theirs. That's evil.
Well, what it shows you is these guys are really concerned about competition.
Yeah.
They don't want competition. And when you throw your lot in with the government, what you're trying to do is write the regulations that keep you in and keep other guys out. So when any of these guys, when I see them talking to Bernie Sanders or the president or whoever, what I'm thinking is they're trying to solidify their place, Josh, and they're trying to make sure that upstart can't come in. To me, the answer to all of this is we need open competition in the AI space.
Yeah, absolutely. You need open competition because we're talking about these big companies right now that are leading the AI race. Who's to say there isn't a third or fourth company that ends up joining it? That's sort of the beauty of the open market, why these companies coming public will be great. The market can start to vote on who is doing the best and who can lead it. So I think that concept of them coming public and everyone owning shares and having access to own those shares is great. And I don't think you need the government to necessarily be owning those shares either.
Just like during COVID, beware the panic peddlers.
Yes.
They're trying to scare you for power and control.
Josh Schafer, great stuff.
Appreciate you guys having me.
SpaceX Day tomorrow. We will be watching.